What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So with the recent news of Saber Interactive splitting from its parent company, it's brought my attention back to Knights of the Old Republic Remake. As a huge Star Wars fan, that name takes me back to the early 2000s and sitting in front of the TV and dumping countless hours into the original. It was a good decade for Star Wars games and players. To me, and I think to a lot of people, that was a 10 out of 10 game, and I'd at the very least love to have a remaster of it, and Knights of the Old Republic 2, on PC. And this will probably be a hot take, but I really didn't like the second one as much as the first one. Anyway, we jump back to 2021, and many of us are sitting in front of our screens watching the PlayStation Showcase, and lo and behold, the announcement trailer for the remake shows up. I was super excited along with a lot of other people. Well, not too long after, the devs started to hit bumps in the road. News came out that a controversial writer by the name of Sam Maggs was on the writing team. Now, I don't know the whole story there, but what I had heard was stuff that started to deflate my excitement for the game and made me hesitant of it becoming modernized. Next, on February 14th, 2022, Sam Maggs announced that she was no longer working on the game and things seemed to be moving on. Jump ahead to July 27th, 2022, and news came out that the game had been delayed indefinitely with the firings of the game's art director and design director. Seems like a lot of things just kind of started falling apart not too long after it was announced. On August 18th, 2022, there was another report that the game hadn't been delayed, but moved to another developer. On August 24th, 2022, Jason Schreier tweeted out that Embracer had moved the KOTOR Remake from Aspyr to Saber Interactive. Then, on September 28th, 2023, it was announced that PlayStation had taken down the reveal trailer from their YouTube page. They explained it was due to licensing for music, but that didn't comfort a lot of people. Since then, we've heard it reported a couple of times that it's still in development with a lot of mixed signals coming out. But so far, they have shown nothing other than that initial teaser trailer back in 2021. In November of 2023, we got two different reports within 6 days. The first was November 17th, 2023. They reported that it wasn't being worked on. Then 6 days later, on November 22nd, 2023, it was reported that it wasn't dead. It's just been what feels like constant stringing along of fans of the series at this point. So now, it's 2024, and back on February 29th, it was announced that Saber Interactive had been sold by Embracer to a private group of investors for $500 million, and are once again reportedly still working on the game. But at this point, it's been in development hell for years. It's really starting to feel like a pipe dream on whether it's ever going to progress past just the announcement teaser 3 years ago. We've only had one date that's been leaked, and it's for sometime in 2025. It just reminds me of all the issues currently going on with games in general. If it's not cancellations and delays and it's rushed out early. And I don't think this is the majority, but I do feel like it's a decently sized minority of games end up as one of those three once they're announced. And I really hope that they have been able to make progress on the game and aren't plagued by more delays. I would love to be able to get sucked back into the world and spend countless hours running around and reliving all of it. It might even be cool if they remake it in the same way as Final Fantasy VII. In the meantime, however, it would be amazing if they would just remaster the original two games and release them on PC, so you don't have to do so many workarounds to get them to run on current hardware. Aspyr apparently made remasters for Nintendo, so it would be pretty awesome if they could port those to PC as well. But back to the remake, it would be great to be able to play it in 2025, but I would be surprised if they are able to get it out by then with how little news we've had about it that's positive. They've been in development hell and so far haven't shown much of anything to signal major progress, and it seems like the game is fated to never be completed. As of recording this, I don't remember where I read it, but I heard that the game had been in production for 3 years at the time of the reveal trailer in 2021, which would mean that we're at 6 years without any progress being shown to the public other than the reveal trailer. To me, that's not a good sign. Anyway, to wrap this up, I just want to say that I would love more single-player Star Wars games to come out that are good. In the last 10 years, we've had, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor? I think that's about it. Seems like a lot of Star Wars games and ideas that people have been looking forward to have been cancelled. Star Wars 1313, and more recently the Mandalorian Bounty Hunter game, are the two that come immediately to mind, at least to me. This is one of the few that seem to be reportedly still in development, and it's a huge market that seems to be ignored. But maybe we'll hear something about it later this year at one of the game conferences. Ultimately, though, we have no choice but to wait and see, and with that, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.